So your view, which is really what you're here to see, just naturally, it's just what occurs to you when you kind of look around in the world,
Mhm,
is you see what's called power.
mhm,
So there's a lot of different implications to this. You notice the power dynamics, you notice the winners and the losers, who's the best at this and who's the worst at this.
mhm,
You notice who is competent on the material plane, because
mhm,
third lines and colors is always material.
mhm,
You see things hierarchically.
mhm,
There's an inclination to measure. Again, it's this sort of good bad. Is this a 5-star restaurant? Whatever it might be. This view is also called political. So there's often, maybe not 100% of the time, but there is often a interest in politics when
mhm,
someone has this view, because again, that's the world of power and who's succeeding on the material plane and all those kinds of things. But again, not necessarily.
mhm,
Um, so that's the power view. And what it transfers to is something called personal. So personal is
mhm,
interesting. So it transfers to the 6th color there. And that's basically about getting caught up in self-referencing. It can be self-absorbed. It can even come across as sort of narcissistic in a way. Seeing everything in your own context,
mhm.
getting lost in your own bubble. Um, Ra actually has, I can't remember if he has, no, he has the personal view. He's the opposite of you. But his point was this. He
Okay.
said, take someone like Marie Antoinette, and just says, let them eat cake. She has no concept of what other people are going through in the world. She's lost in her personal view. So
Mhm,
this is an example of where, you're naturally designed to kind of see, well, how does the world work and who are the winners and losers and what's the power structure there? But you can
mhm,
get lost in your own bubble. So you need some reprieve, some break from getting too caught up out there. You got to come back to yourself every now and then. But if
yeah,
you get lost in yourself, then you're getting disconnected from really what you're here to see,
yeah,
get all those power dynamics.
yeah.
So there's a lot there. I want to just leave you with, motivation and view. It's a lifelong journey with those. There's a lot of layers. And what I've come to understand is that the it's sort of the deepest place of our lack of self-love. So we really joined the madness of the world by entering into the transference and distraction. In other ways, to find love and find a way to survive in this crazy world, you did it
Mhm,
through paying attention to other people's needs.
mhm,
And also, you know sort of, what about me, going back to, looking at yourself. And the way
mhm.
that it really comes together with you, when I look at your motivation and view, it can be summed up in one simple sentence, which is, what about my needs? That's going to be
Right.
a really big piece of your psychology, is what about my needs?
Mhm. Okay.